I once heard you say something that what I believe is an accurate assessment of this generation when you said, I'm paraphrasing, right? You said this generation is not afraid of dying, they're afraid of living. There's another brother that says something in that vein. He referred to it as like a slow suicide, right? Why do you believe this is the psyche of this generation and what can be done to change it?
Well, I believe this is psyche because, of course, the family's broken up and young men are being raised by their mothers. There's a study that came out. People have been talking about it. Even Oprah talked about it, that a child will do just as good living with a father that he will do living with his mother and father. But if he's living with his mother, you know, these monsters can be created. And I don't want to say that I'm trying to blame women because they're doing all they can do. And I believe that men have, lost their responsibility and being in the house. And why should they? Because they don't even value the idea of what a man is, because they've never been taught what a man is. They've never seen it in their homes and in their lives, to even value manhood, which makes it easier to kill somebody that represents or disrespect somebody that represents said man, right? They haven't seen it in their house. They haven't seen why they should value it. So, when you talk about, how it could be fixed, well, in my classes, I call them the remnant. The remnant. That means a small portion out of the many. How it can be fixed is I'm not trying to reach everybody, because I know everybody is not going to be reached. And everything boils down to value. Value. Everything boils down to value. And so when I am teaching, how do I get people? Because I let them know that it's not about you. This is not Christians where I'm out there trying to twist your arm to make you be a part of what I'm doing, or to tell you if you don't be a part of what I'm doing, you're going to hell. I never would ever think that God would be associated with anything like that, because it devalues who God is and the idea of God and the idea of Scripture, that I have to threaten you to be a part of what I'm doing. No, everything is value. If you don't have an idea of value, you will not change. It's something that you have to value. So when I present my information, I present it first that this is not for everybody. I want to let you know right from the beginning, I'm not here for everybody. I'm only here for the remnant. And that is the beginning stage of value. That at least allows somebody to be like, well, what is he talking about? Yeah, I'm talking about I'm not here for you. I'm only here for the remnant, right? And now that begins a different conversation of why I need to come, because you got to come in with value. If you don't come in with the value, I don't have the ability to help you change. You have to value something that I'm giving in order for me to influence you to change. I have to be relatable before I can be influencing. You see what I'm saying? And the way that I'm relatable is value. What I'm talking about is value. I'm not here for all of you. When I give a conference, it's not for everybody. We're not looking for everybody to come. As a matter of fact, we'll encourage you to take yourself down the road to one of them churches where you can be in there and there's no accountability over there or something. It's better that you go over there or go to the mosque or go wherever you want to go. But over here in this remnant, it's value-based. It's something that's expected of you. And what I've learned from a young man, from my father, is his expectation of me is what made me rise to be the man that I am. No one expects nothing from young black men today. No one. Society doesn't. No one, right? And it starts with an expectation, because expectation produces value. Somebody expects something from you is because there's some value they see in you. And there's no expectation in the country for young black males.